Guys are all having a fantastic day today. Welcome to this week's live stream. This is going to be a public live stream. Yes, normally we do go private on Mondays, but we decided to go public. We're going to go private, I think most likely tomorrow with the course members. I just want to tell you guys because there is a little bit of some issues right now, at least with my YouTube, for getting that link. For some reason I couldn't get it to load, so we're gonna go public. Hopefully they fix that issue. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. We are going to be talking about swing trading, the strategies, the approach, all that good stuff. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Hit that like button, subscribe, and if you guys want to learn more about swing trading, check out our school. You guys can use code LEARN to get 50% off private live streams, quizzes, lectures, group chat, everything you guys need to get started with swing trading. It's not a get rich quick. It's not alerts or anything like that. I teach you the proper ways to make money from trading. So check that out. Code LEARN, 50% off. It's the Swing Trading Masterclass. And guys, let's jump into this here. So this past week here, we are in on two positions, and we're actually right about to possibly take a trade here on another one here. So one of the stocks here that really I've seen a lot of good growth out of is ticker symbol AJG. So before I ever place a trade here, we want to make sure that we're always choosing quality, right? Quality, high quality. That's the biggest thing with trading, is not expecting to make $1 million and, trading the best and leaving the rest. So the first thing here, obviously, this here, for those of you that don't know, these are moving average lines. So we have the 90, we have the 200, it sold off, hit it as support, and we've gotten great buying pressure. It's hit it as support, and we've gotten those same moves on buying pressure on the 90 and the 200 here. So it hit it, and looking at the hourly, you guys can see the nice breakout. The stock rallied up, and it's actually using it as support, and our stop loss is just right below these trend lines here, that nice trend line right there. So if it does dip down below that, we'll just take our profit, move on to other opportunity. Now this one here, you guys can see that this was actually a nice little wedge here. The wedge, the great thing about it is very bullish. When we get buying pressure above it, that's a bullish thing for the stock to do. So you guys can see average cost is about 282.50 with the stock squeezing up with that here. Great move. And I'm excited here because it's actually establishing some really nice support on these moving average lines. So hopefully we can get some push back up to like that 300 range. And the RSI here is was, I should say, at about a 30, which is a very undervalued point for the stock. So that's very important here. So, and if you guys are watching and you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. And all right, let's move on to another stock here. Another stock here that we're in on is Ally Financial. Ally Financial is a stock here that sold off, was super undervalued on the RSI. It was trading for a 15, 16 on the RSI. The last time it was trading for that was back in here, where the stock went from $20 all the way up to like $28. So using indicators to your advantage is very important here. You don't just buy random companies. You find stocks that meet your criteria, meet your strategy, and then you place trades off them. I just want to make sure we are good to go. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button, subscribe. I just want to make sure we are good to rock and roll. All right, and we are good to go. So, all right, yeah. So you guys can see at the time here, the stock was super undervalued on the RSI. The hourly has this really nice support here and really nice trend line. So now we're just continuing to ride this wave going forward, and I'm excited. Hopefully we can get some more buying pressure out of this, obviously, for push back up to like 43. So, with swing trading, you want to make sure you're choosing those stocks that meet your strategy, meet that checklist, So for this one here, very simple, breaking down that checklist real quick. Stock on an upward trend, sold off to some sort of support line. The support on this one here was actually on the hourly instead of the daily. Now, you also want to check the RSI. You want to check the earnings. Let's see if they have the earnings. Yes, 18th. So the earnings is coming up in next week, I believe, sometime. The 18th, yeah, next Friday is the earnings report. So we just got to be out on this position by then, just because holding through an earnings is a very, very risky thing to do. So you just want to make sure that you you get out of that trade beforehand, hopefully with a profit there. So let me make sure we are good. Okay. All right. So yeah, so you guys can see Ally has been doing very, very, very well. All right, let's look at some stocks with some opportunity, and we can break down them. One of the positions here, I believe, is ticker symbol DX. I really, really like this stock here. It has that great upward trend. Check. That's very important here. Another thing it has here is it's right on that 90-day moving average line. Moving average lines act as very, very hard support. Very hard support. So you can see in the past here where it hits these hits these lines, and we get good buying pressure there. So now it hits it. Now what we're looking for, it's very simple. We're looking for some sort of breakout on this hourly trend line. If we can get a push up to like 12.15, maybe we'll go small position, at 12 and see if we can get that move going higher. Just more of an undervalued play for a possible push up. But the ideal entry is on the breakout here of this trend. You guys can see, let's see if it happens so you guys can see in the past, it had that trend. The best entry would have been here. A retail trader is a trader like you and I. A retail is going to be people that use brokers like Robinhood, Thinkorswim, Fidelity. You're not in like an investment firm like Goldman Sachs, something like that. So retail trader, retail investor is an investor like you and I. Somebody that does it not like doesn't really manage other people's money, so to speak. But DX does look really, really nice here. And you guys, there's a lot of opportunity. I really think that there could be a nice move going soon. I'll probably take a position on this if we can get some buying pressure coming soon. Let's talk about some more stocks here with some sort of opportunity. Opportunity, what that means is there is potential. If there's a given, if there's that criteria that you look for, there could be a move off this. So like ARQT here. Is there a way to find stocks that are about to have a golden cross on Finvest? I believe so. I believe there is. Let me see here. So you want to go technical? I think it's hold on. 50-day. So you could do like something like this. Let me see here. So on Finvest, the issue with it is, at least for me, I use the 90-day, but they use the 50-day SMA line. So you can do SMA above or SMA crossed. There should be a crossed. Yeah, SMA 50 cross SMA 200, which could be a nice move. So let's see how well it works. So ABR, we'll just pull up the first one and see how well it works. Let's go see. I think they're maybe on the see, we want it recent though. That's the hard part. But that would be what I would do. I can, if you want, I will look more into this, and maybe do another Finvest scanner video for you guys and put it in the course. Or I know you can look up like Golden Cross scanner. So like even right here, Stock Monitor has some AC. Let's see how well it works. I'm not 100% sure. So this one looks like it's about to. Let's looks like it happened in the past. I mean, yeah, let me look more into this for you, just because it could definitely take a sec for me to figure that out. But yeah, I would, if you're wanting to do that, I would just go Finvez and then just go, this one right here, 50 SMA crossed the 200. So you have some sort of move going up. That's what I would do for now, and just kind of mess around with it. But some other stocks here. There's a couple positions I really, really like, possibly about to take a trade on. One of the ones was LLY. LLY here is a 90-day moving average play. So you guys can see in the past it's hit it. We've had some great moves out of this. Boom. Let's see, almost there. We had a little move here going up, a nice little confirmation. It's broke out above these. It's forming this nice trend line. Let's see. Forming this nice trend line. It's above the moving average line. So hopping in here, you could enter here at 8.99. Set your target up at nearest resistance at about 927. Let's see here, 927. Set your stops around, I would keep them around here, to be honest, this trend line. So it's about a 2-to-1 risk and reward there, but I really think there could be a nice move out of this. I really, really like it. So we'll see what happens with this one. Definitely want to at least leave on watch. Did you have a mentor when you first started trading? When I first started trading, I was very, very, I really liked day trading more. So I was drawn to the warrior trading. I watched a lot of his YouTube videos on day trading. And honestly, I never was a big fan of buying stocks. Like, I'll show you an example of like a stock he trades. He's a very, very, very good trader, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that type of approach, what he does is he finds stocks that are up pre-market a lot, and he does pretty much a breakout strategy on stocks that have squeezed up like 100% and higher. And for me, I never felt comfortable buying stocks that were up that much. Like I've always said, now I say buy low, sell high. So when a stock's up that high, I've have it embedded in my brain because I lost money doing that. So I don't know. I just never really liked it, and it just wasn't a very good experience day trading. And the thing is too is like I had a smaller amount of money, and I went at it, I think, just the wrong way. I think if I went at it now, I would be a lot better just because I've had more time in the market. And, I do have a larger account now. And at the time, I'm trading with, $1,500, $2,000. So even if I made 10%, maybe I made $25, or whatever. I never thought it was a good amount of money, so I didn't have a good approach with that. So, yeah, but good question. Good question. No one's asked me that before. So going back to here, LLY is a good play here. I really like where we could get a nice move going forward. And you guys can see it's broken out in the past and squeezed up, and these squeezes are short-lived. But it's a good percentage change. So that's 2%, 2%. So it's squeezed out in the past here, but I think, we do have that too. So the move would be probably short-lived. It would be from 900 to 912 on that trend line there, now that I'm looking at it. But definitely wanted to at least leave on watch. Another one here that I really liked here is MMYT. MMYT here, what's crazy is I was about to make a trade off this, purely off looking at the hourly, and thank goodness I clicked the daily and realized the RSI was very high. When I was looking at it, it was like a 47. and the risk and reward was high. So like, let's draw this out. So if we entered here, when I was looking at this, it was like 96. So the risk and reward, I would have to keep my stop around here. So you can see it's not the greatest risk and reward. Can we look at AU bought on 920, entry price at 27, sold on 930 to take profit. I should have known to set to profit 30 a little before. Could act as resistance when I bought it on the 1 hour. Okay, let's pull it up. So AU, whoops. AU. So you bought on 920 right here. 27 right here. Sold on 930. You sold at a good time. I'm just looking at what you said. Okay, so let's go to the hourly here and see what this thing has done. So yeah, I mean, you can see. Oh, I see. Wait, where were you at? So you entered 920. You entered here in this range, 27. So right in here, not a bad move at all. Entering on the 90-day for the breakout. Stock broke out. You closed. When did you sell? 27? Yeah, so I would have cut my ties here a little sooner than when you did. Ooh, looks like I think we got a subscriber. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate you subscribing. But you can see here where we had the golden cross, which is good. Stock squeezed up, continue to rally, dip down. This is the second that you see this, where you have this huge long candlestick. That's like a telltale sign to exit. Let's see what the MACD was doing. You can also see on the MACD, you have this signal breakdown. So right in here is pretty much saying, okay, you possibly sell it. But yeah, I mean, did you turn a profit? But because if you did, I mean, you turn a profit off a trade that went south, Do you use limit or market stops? I always try to do limit. If I'm trying to get if I'm trying to get out quick, then I'll just do a market order and just exit. But I'll do limit orders. Let's look at a couple other ones here though. VVR, this one here. So it's been selling off like crazy. We know we saw it on the 200-day, and the approach here with this one is welcome, Mitch. I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming in, watching the live for a little bit. I've had a lot of people say they like the live a little later, so if this works well for you guys, maybe we'll start doing it a little later. Just because I know today normally is a private one, but for some reason, I couldn't get the link to work to send. I had so many issues trying to do it private. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's on my end or what, but I think that going a little later is probably good for all of us. But VVR here, another play, has sold off a bunch. It's a 33. We had a move today going higher, and the thing is that move, you can see this thing has just stair-stepped its way down like crazy. Keeps using that 90 days. So, we want that trend reversed. So you could draw out something like this, and that's the entry price. Can we look at BDXD, bought a 920? Wow, great trade. Bought at 920. Wait, let me see. Bought at 920 at $4.77, sold at 923 at $6 after checking 1 hour to see it hits takes profit, but it doesn't hit take profit on the daily. Let me see. Whoa. B. And if you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button, and don't forget to check out our school. Code LEARN, 50% off for our school here. All right, let's look at this. So 920. I think I remember this. I remember whenever we were all getting in and out of these. Trend line like that. 920. So you got in here. Wow, you did good. You sold that. Let me go back to here. All right, so 920. Where are we at? 923. Okay, 920. So you entered here. Good. Okay, you went 1 hour support. I see what you were doing. You did this. 920 in that 4 range, like you said. And then you sold at 6. Yeah, that was textbook. It popped up, signs of a reversal, dipped down. I mean, there's nothing really that honestly you could have done better. You made profit out of a bad situation. You can see the approach. So this is the stock when you're looking at it. Imagine that, you're entering, boom, it's riding, pops up, okay, start squeezing up, and you sold right in this range. That's perfect. That's perfect. And if we look at the daily here, yeah, that's great. I would have set my stop here, stock rally down. And for future reference, let's see. I wonder, what did they announce? They must have announced something which caused the stock to squeeze up like crazy. But yeah, that's a good trade. Good job. Just looking. So now looking at it, the approach would be to get in on some sort of breakout of a trend, because we have this. So it'd be to enter on the breakout of that. That's what I would do going forward. But yeah, great trade. That worked out really well. Tyson Foods, I don't think has been doing much, right? It's been sold off down below these moving average lines, and now you can see it's used the 200 as resistance. So the entry price, it does possibly maybe something coming soon. This stock scares me because of this. Where it finds that hourly support, dips down. But you can see it's right near and around that. So the risk and reward would be good because you could enter here, set your stops at 66, which would give a very good risk and reward. Let's draw that out. I'm not sure why it squeezed up. Yeah, I think it was just some sort of news. I think some of it was luck, but I mean, you saw you were in profit. You didn't get greedy, and you exited. That's perfect. That's perfect. And that move was a decent percentage, really, for a stock that's $4. Target up here. Stop here. Yeah, look at this. But the issue is just the previous support here. That's hit it. We've had good buying pressure and it's broken it. So now I would wait a little more for confirmation. What's it doing today? It's down a little bit today. We'll see. I definitely will leave it on watch here. Can we look at, I wanted to look at NTR, or I thought I had it on here. Yeah, right here. this was a bad trade. I wasn't expecting much because the stock was near $5. Enter 925 at okay. So 925. So you entered here. Same, yeah, you did the same thing. So you pretty much entered on 925 for what looks like a support bounce on the hourly. And your exit at was 643. Good exit. Good. That's a good place to keep your stop. You had your stop a little bit down. You just took you took your loss and moved on to other opportunity. Off that, that's great. One thing I would start looking into, maybe wait a little more for confirmation. Where you enter when the stock is above at least the 90-day moving average lines, because you can see in the past, or even where you find a trend line that's like this, you can see something like this. So what you can do here is, you watch the stock, boom, boom, it breaks up above it, okay? You could enter here, keep your stop below 7 at like 690. Continue to move your stop up, Second it dips down, small trade, good win. You could do something like that. So now you're looking at it, okay? You want to enter when it's above this, right? When it's above it, boom, boom. Or, another thing you can do, and I was looking at it today, is look at other time frames, like the 15-minute. You can see it's worked decent in the past, right? So look at other time frames is another thing that I've been trying to do. And there's going to be times, where there's just false breakouts, and you can look at the volume and all of that, but it just does happen where you enter a trade, you do everything right, and it just doesn't pan out the way it's supposed, that you think it's going to work, or so and that's where just having, I'm telling you, just time in the market is super, super important, because it's not that there's like things that I like it's not like there's things that, what am I trying to say? Some things I guess you just can't learn, and you just gotta experience it. Honestly, I know it sounds crazy, but that's just the way it is. But yeah, what a great live, guys. What a great live. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. Looks like we got 10 people in here. Let's go. If you guys are watching, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, check out our school. Code LEARN, 50% off. But yeah, one of the things here I do want to talk about is we do have the CPI report coming out this week. It's going to be this Thursday. That is the inflation report. The inflation report could be a little bit of a higher volatile, riskier time to trade or invest. If we do get those rate cuts, I do expect a little bit more buying pressure out of the market. People are going to be happy. Hedge funds are going to be happy. And if we do have not great news on inflation, expect a little sell-off. We've seen some sell-off over the past couple of weeks, really. And I do think it's normal, it's healthy. So you just got to stick to your approach, stick to your plan, and understand that sell-off, yes, you may lose a little money, but it just historically brings a lot more opportunity. So as long as you just stick with it, continue to work on your strategies, you'll be in a good spot, guys. So any last questions for me? But if not, hit that like button, subscribe, check out our school, Swing Trading Masterclass. It is awesome. I highly recommend it. I'm constantly trying to work on it as much as I can, and we'll see you guys. Hope you guys all enjoyed this, and we'll see you